What's up, everybody? Kinetic here, and welcome to PC Building Simulator. This is not an ad. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I've actually been meaning to make a video of another simulator game for like the longest time. Car Mechanic. What is it? Was it 2018 or 2017? Whatever the newest Car Mechanic video game is on Steam. I wanted to make a video of that like a long time ago, and I never got around to it. And then I started playing this like 2 nights ago or something like that, because these simulator games are stupidly addicting, like for some reason to me. And of course, everybody knows they exist by this point, especially if you're on Steam, because Steam is flooded with games like this. You got Farming Simulator, you got Train Simulator, FAP Simulator, like Shower with Your Dad Simulator, like all kinds of stuff like that. Actually, I don't know if that last one's a thing, but PC Building Simulator certainly is a thing. So let me just take you like on a journey here real quick on what PC Building Simulator is like, and what's the point of a game like this? What's the point of a simulator, at least in the eyes of Kinetic, right? So we're at the main menu. We got a career, which I've started. How to build a PC. This is basically a tutorial showing you what are the main components typically within a PC, where they go, stuff like that, right? Great introduction. Then when you've got free build, I haven't tried this yet, but I might do that somewhere down the line. All I know is that I'm playing career like there's no tomorrow. It's ridiculous. I was up till I think 3 a.m. last night playing this game. Just because, like I said, yeah, they're really, really addicting. The Car Mechanic game, for example, I've put in a lot of hours into that, and it's just, you get into this flow. Like if you've played simulator games, you can probably relate to this. You get into this flow where you're just like, you can't stop because everything is just moving very, very smoothly, and you're knocking out one project after another, right? If it's a mechanical kind of game, stupid chair, like Car Mechanic is, or like PC Building Simulator is. So right now, this is the main room that I have. I don't know if we can get these upgraded. Actually, if I remember correctly, isn't this game early access? I think it is. I think this is actually an early access game, if I remember correctly. It came out, I believe, in March, and so far I think that is pretty good. The graphics right now are set to fantastic. I don't know if the graphics if these can really be considered fantastic looking graphics, but it's good enough. I would like to see some better lighting, some better textures. I mean, I know that this wood texture up here isn't important and stuff, but it kind of is, especially like on the tables and whatnot. The shadows and lighting, at least. Anyway, but this is where you start. You're basically taking over the business. You got a calendar. This is your main PC where you can take orders via email. You can make orders for parts and stuff like that. And then you have these different tables over here where you set up PCs and diagnose them if you don't know what the problem is, or if the customer who sent you an email already knows what the problem is, or generally has an idea what they want, then you can go ahead and set them up and get the parts in, and then make money. So you start with just one table, and then I've expanded here. This desk, this shitty desk right here, cost me $1,500. I guess that's including the cost of the monitor, keyboard, but all I know is that this shouldn't cost $1,500. Here we've got another one. I'll unlock at level 8, and then we've got at 6. You have a PC storage cupboard. I have no idea what that's about. Is it meant to be like an alternative to just putting PCs that you're not done with on the floor here, because this is typically where those go. But anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and get to this. So like I said, main PC, this is the one that we work from for orders and stuff like that. So we double click on email. Here's my inbox. Currently I've got three different PCs that people are sending to me right now, and they'll arrive tomorrow. So the email gives me like, sometimes these are actually quite funny to read. A lot of times I'll just kind of like, glaze over them and get to the bottom here where it tells you the job details, what the payment is, and you have the option to accept it or reject it. And I always accept them at this point. So what do we need? We need a replacement HDD, hard drive, right? We got upgrade graphics card, 8 gigabyte upgrade to RAM, clean out the dust. Check the, what is it? things aren't working fast enough. I won't be happy if it can't benchmark at least 1620. Okay, so we're given, this is an interesting one, because I'm getting pretty far into this now, beyond the beginning, at this point, level 4 at least, I think, right? Where you're not just doing really simple jobs like, hey, I want more RAM and stuff like that, you know, which is like the oil change of car mechanic kind of thing here in this game. But this is interesting. We're given a budget, told us he wants us to run the benchmark program and reach a score of at least 1620. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Up here on the calendar, which we can also see from the door, it gives us an idea of when parts are arriving. That's what these green things are. These orange ones represent when PCs are coming in that we need to work on. And we never work on the weekends because we're lazy, I guess. Even though I often, I mean, it's Sunday. I work almost every weekend. That's the life of YouTube anyway. So then more parts coming in here, more parts coming in there. So, yeah, everything, I only managed to close this game out because I got to that point where everything was cleaned out, and I had kind of like a break before more stuff was coming in. So we're going to end the day. So yeah, go to work. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We can skip the day if there's nothing going on, if we don't think there's anything that we can do. In this case, here we are, 3 brand new PCs. You might be thinking, wow, it's really quiet. Do they play any like music in this game? Yes, they do, and it's horrible. This gets insanely repetitive. Like, all right, that song's not so bad, but this music in this game gets really repetitive, and most of the songs are even worse than that. So I would like to see, yes, better lighting, better textures, better music. And can I please, if the devs are watching, can I move by just clicking both of my mouse buttons, the left and right mouse click? Because sometimes I just want to kick back and like do something with this hand and, you know, just run around and click things with my right hand. So yeah, if you can make that a thing, that'd be awesome. Right click to pick up the case. We're going to drop it off here and let's get to it. So PC can boot, replace the hard drive. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside. So you can click and hold and keep unscrewing like all of those things if you want to. Just flip open bay locks right here. So open the drive bay, and then we need to disconnect the cables. That's why it's showing those highlights in red right there. So if we go ahead and hold that, there we go. Oh, one more. I think I might have actually disconnected the other, but I'm going to take them both out anyway, so it's fine. All right, so there we go. Open that, and let's see, where is it? There it is. Cool. Okay, so I think we've got all of the cables disconnected. Go ahead and remove that, and I'm going to click I for inventory. We'll go to storage to find, aha, there's the culprit. So the Mortoni Easy Store 120 GB needs to be replaced, and this one we'll put back in because it's totally fine. Go ahead and drop that back in there, and go to here, go to shop, go to storage. So it was a 120, right? I don't think he wanted it upgraded. He just wanted a replacement, right? Storage, and didn't we already click that? I think we did. We can also sort by relevance, price ascending and price descending. I usually go with ascending. So here we go, Mortoni Easy Store 120. That's what we need, right? Click add to cart, go to cart. And then here's an interesting thing. Like in some cases, the customer wants their order like fast, right? They want their upgrade fast or the repair fast or something like that. So you can opt in for like same day delivery, which I've never had to do yet. But as these games progress, these simulator games, they start you off easy, and then the difficulty like gradually ramps up. Same thing with Car Mechanic, the same thing here with PC Building Simulator. So some orders I need to do like maybe next day delivery just to make sure that it gets on time and I can finish it and get it back to the customer in time. But in this case, we don't have an urgent date, so we can just go ahead and buy now. So I'm just going to now go to storage. There's our old broken drive. We can clear our inventory, which I highly recommend you do, because otherwise things can start to just like clutter up your inventory and just make a mess of things. I do have some, I should anyway, yeah, I have some spare parts that I've taken out of some people's PCs, and I've kept them, and they're not technically broken, so they can still potentially be used inside another customer's PC that they want upgraded or they need a part replaced. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because they're not asking for new parts. They're just asking for a replacement, right? I know it's kind of slimy. That's kind of a shady way to do business, but hey, they want to save money, and well, actually they're paying me a flat fee anyway, but the point is you can save money yourself, right? As the repair person, by keeping parts that are still good, right? That aren't broken, and then you can potentially use those. Like I've used several things, like for example, cooling fans I've reused, CPUs I've reused, and definitely some RAM I've reused for people's orders, and it works. It's great. So okay, so our hard drive is on its way for that order. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So upgrade the graphics card, upgrade the RAM, right? And then this guy has this weird thing where he wants me to figure out how to get it to 1620. Let's go ahead and pick this one up, and we'll drop this onto the other desk. Oh boy, yeah, this thing is a mess. So we'll go ahead and get the panels off the sides here. For the dusting, I don't know if it's actually necessary, but it kind of seems like it is, that if you're trying to clean out the PC, you're trying to get all the dust out, you have to take off both of the side panels in order for you to properly be able to get to all the dust. Now, this game is pretty detailed in that you need things like, for example, thermal paste when you're applying a brand new CPU, or when you're just putting back, for example, a cooling fan and stuff like that. And we've got a can of compressed air. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so we can see what we're doing, and start dusting. It usually doesn't take a very long time. You just hold the button, blow around with the can some, and you can see it there we go. It fades into a cleaner looking picture. Ah, that's much better looking. So the back, just get that a clean little spray there. You'll know when you're done because the text here will change from red to green. That's when you know you've completely finished whatever it is that it's telling you to do. So there we go. It changed from red to green. Perfect. Okay, so now we may actually be able to, be able to use maybe some old RAM here, depending on what's going on. So what does he currently have? He has a Team Group T-Force Dark Red, 4 gigabytes. He wants it upgraded to 8. So if we can, and let's see if we can, I'm going to pop open these clips, go to install, go to memory, and I technically don't have anything that is compatible with this RAM. That doesn't mean, though, I can't still use some other RAM that maybe I have potentially. So we'll take this out, because the objective here is just to upgrade to 8 RAM. It doesn't say that you have to keep, or that RAM that exists there doesn't have to stay there. Does that make sense? And it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that. Yeah, so either I go ahead and I order another one of these, and then I go ahead and put the new one plus the used one in. Or actually, I've already ordered some RAM, because I'm noticing, like I said, the upgrade RAM in PC Building Simulator is like the oil change of Car Mechanic. You're going to do it a lot. So I've gone ahead and already pre-ordered RAM to come here now. Upgrade the graphics card. Okay, so now we need to take a look at this. We've got a 970 4G MSI GeForce. Okay, so go ahead and take off the lock there, and then we need to disconnect the cables like so, and unscrew, bam, there we go. Okay. Alright, so back at the desktop, let's go to shop. We're already here, and graphics cards. We're going to go back to the ascending, because ascending for me is a good way to figure out which ones are actual upgrades in this order. So what was it? It was a GTX 970. What was it? It was a 2G, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. Didn't he have a 2G? No, it was a 4G. I'm thinking of a different card. Okay, so if this is what he currently has, all we really need to do is get him like a, I don't know, a 980 then? I guess? If there is such a thing here, there should be. You unlock more parts. Here we go, 980s, yeah. You unlock more parts as you go. Well, these 980s are cheap now, aren't they? I paid like double that almost when I got my 980. Totally worth it though. So here we go, 980. This should definitely be an upgrade. Here's the thing though, we want to make sure that we're not. Okay, he's only given us a payment of $265. So we need to make sure that we don't spend more than we're actually getting paid, because I feel like that's easy to do for people that have never done simulator games like this before. It's not like I haven't done it, or still sometimes get close to doing that myself. We need to get this out of the way for now, because we need to get to looking at this PC here and see if we can understand what is going on here. So the PC 3D Mark score of 1620. We'll go ahead and remove the side panel. I like how there's a variety of different cases in the game, and they don't always open the same. They certainly don't all look the same. Some are wildly different. Okay, well, we need to go ahead and start plugging in these cables and run our benchmark tool and see if we can't figure out like what we can do to get the score higher than it is. I need to install, let's see, tools. The USB drive contains a lot of different things. It contains antivirus. It contains a benchmark. It contains, oh crap, I hate when I do that. Accidentally right-clicked on it, and now I gotta plug all the cables in again. Ugh. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn it on. Easy enough by just pressing B. You can actually, there's a button there too, right there. You can press to turn on the PC if you really want to immerse yourself. Alright, so add programs. We're going to add the 3D Mark Advanced Edition. So it's installing onto the PC. Of course, it needs to be restarted. Now, this is the beauty of like having these two desks, because like when I'm running like the benchmark over here, I can come over here and do something else over here while it's doing that, because it does take time. You'll see here actually in a second. Let's go ahead, click that, and run. So it really runs a benchmark program and gives you like the FPS count, how much time and stuff like that. It shows you like this cool 3D thing that's happening to calculate all this stuff together. And at the end of it, then it gives you a score. While the benchmark is working over there, I thought it would be fun to take a look here at the tools section. So here we can buy different tools that will improve the workflow of our business here. So we've got, for example, this is where I got the Will It Run program, which is great for figuring out whether the PC can handle the program that the customer says that they want to be able to run on their PC. We've got part ranking. These are unlocks that will give you a variety of different things. So we've got an auto connect tool. This is great because like it does get annoying sometimes, like to have to plug in all these cables. It'll just automatically do it now by getting that upgrade. We've also got PC Bay. This is probably something I should consider getting very soon. Quick screw tool. There we go. So screwing and unscrewing, I guess, at an even faster rate. And then here's a bunch of other upgrades that I can get, like a GPU tuner and stuff like that. That will allow me to do all sorts of fun stuff here pretty soon. I think I will go with the PC Bay. Part ranking sounds pretty good. System info, get the details of the system's performance. This sounds like it could be really useful too. We're good. Okay, so is the benchmark done? It is done, and we have a score of 1596. So the graphics score, CPU score, system information tells us what parts are currently inside. So if we're trying to get a better 3D benchmark, it sounds to me like we need a better graphics card, doesn't it? I mean, he's already got 8 GB RAM, which is plenty, unless you're doing like video editing and stuff like that. The Ryzen 3 quad core, I'm thinking it's the graphics. If we upgrade the graphics card, we can probably reach that 1620 benchmark. So again, we've got a limited budget like before. Currently, he's got a 1050 2G. So I'm thinking, just to be safe, because I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work or what we can expect. I'm thinking if we get the Gigabyte WindForce Overclock 4G, that should be enough to get him to that benchmark score, and also keep us within a decent range within the budget as well at 165. Yeah, I'm thinking if we go with the Gigabyte, the OC, the overclocked, that should be good enough. And today we're getting a bunch of stuff. We got one of the 1050 Ti's coming in. That's the MSI one. Got a bunch of RAM as well that I pre-ordered. Let's go to work, get our parts. Is this the one? I think this is the one for the graphics card upgrade. So we'll go ahead and take this off of the desk, drop that over there, pick this up. Lovely purple case you have, by the way. I just wanted to mention that. Boom, there we go. Okay, so upgraded to 8 GB RAM. You're welcome. All right, so strangely enough, the 1050 Ti that I put in here didn't act as an upgrade. It didn't give me the green light to let me know that the graphics card was in fact upgraded. So instead, I put it over here into this other order and ran the benchmark, and we did reach a much better benchmark score. It's actually at like 400 points plus over the benchmark that he wanted it to be. The 3D benchmark score was supposed to be at least 1620. We got it up to 2087. So I'm pretty sure this guy is going to be pleased with his order. Now, I'm not sure if overperforming in an order actually has... Oops, we forgot to put the case back together. Whoopsie! I don't know if overperforming for an order actually has any benefits or not. Like, if just reaching the minimum maybe doesn't get you a returning customer, for example, or bigger and better pay for future orders maybe from the same customer, or, you know, maybe you get recommendations, they say in the email, hey, you helped this guy out and he told me how awesome you are, so I want you to do this, sort of thing. Like, I don't know if anything like that is programmed into the game or not. It would be kind of cool if it is. I haven't seen anything like that. There are repeating customers, though. There's one, like, crazy movie enthusiast dude who I got a bunch of orders from, and reading his emails was kind of funny, sometimes annoying, but mostly funny. There's something that I forget sometimes to do. When you're done with an order, in order to get paid for it, you have to go back to the email and then collect. There we go. Okay, so that's officially cleared out. And now here come rolling in the brand new emails. This is just like, more stuff that's available to purchase from the store. And it looks like we got a brand new order that just came in. Hey, I'm thinking I need to upgrade my PC. My CPU isn't enough right now. Can you put in 8 GB of RAM in, please? See, this is what I'm saying. It's like, everybody wants more RAM. So I'm just like pre-ordering RAM now. It would be good if you could benchmark it afterwards, please. Yes, that's pretty standard too. But look at that, 440 budget. I'll definitely take that. All right, that's going to do it here for PC Building Simulator. I could seriously sit here for hours and hours on end, just going through this game, and getting into that zone, man. You can sink into a zone really quickly where you're just going day after day, week after week in this game, racking up the levels and the money and stuff. It's a ton of fun. Again, this isn't a sponsored video. I just like doing these first look videos on occasions and trying to show something else besides like a usual RPG like I do here on the channel. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Click the like button to support first look videos here on the channel, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.